So it has been a very interesting last couple of days. We have received a lot of information from Walt Disney World regarding the specifics of their grand reopening in July. And we have a lot to talk about. I've decided to give it a couple days and let everything come out that Disney really wanted to put out there, and we're going to talk about it in this video. We already made a separate video talking about the cancellation of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I'll leave a link to that video up here in the corner so that you guys can watch that. But we do have a lot of information to talk about today, and I hope you guys are excited for the theme parks to reopen at Walt Disney World. I know I am super excited. I know hotel guests are getting ready to check in within the next several days. Today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope your kids cook you a fantastic dinner and give you all the dessert that you ever want. So on this list of things that I have here on my computer that I want to discuss today, the very first one is the list of attractions that will remain closed when Walt Disney World reopens. Disney did put out an official list of all the attractions that will be open once the parks reopen, but that list is really long. It is a really long list. A lot of things are going to be reopening when the parks reopen on July 11th and July 15th, when both Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom reopen on the 11th, and then Epcot and Hollywood Studios on the 15th respectively. It's probably going to be easier for me to go through the list of attractions that are currently closed at each park, so that way you guys know what to expect when you go back to the parks. And of course, this should also go without saying that all the parades and nighttime spectaculars are not going to be shown when the parks reopen for social distancing issues. So starting off with Magic Kingdom, we have Casey Jr. Splash and Soak Station to remain closed, Enchanted Tales of Belle, Frontierland Shoot 'n Arcade, Main Street Vehicles, and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor on the list of attractions that are going to be closed when Magic Kingdom reopens on July 11th. Over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the Boneyard will be closed, Primeval World, Finding Nemo the Musical, Up, A Great Bird Adventure, and Festival of the Lion King will remain closed. Over at Epcot, we have the Advanced Training Lab, Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along, Bruce's Shark World, and Turtle Talk with Crush, not operating when the parks reopen. And last but not least, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Launch Bay will remain closed, as well as the Indiana Jones Stunt Show, Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, and the Frozen Sing-Along will be closed when Hollywood Studios reopens. Did you guys kind of notice a pattern here with what attractions are closed for when the parks reopen? They're all mostly shows. A lot of the shows, if not all the shows, are going to be closed at Disney when they reopen. Most of the shows are inside, some of them are outside, but they just really don't want that congregation of people for when the parks reopen, which is very interesting because Universal Studios is running their indoor shows during this time, albeit at a limited capacity, and they're staggering every other row, but Disney is making the move to not have groups congregate indoors and outdoors, with their shows being suspended for the time being. Now, when Disney first initially put out their list of attractions that would be open when the parks reopen in July, what was it? I think it was Festival of the Lion King and Turtle Talk with Crush were on the list of attractions to be open with the parks in July, but they have since retracted that, and they have moved Festival of the Lion King and Turtle Talk with Crush off that list, and they added them to the list of things that will be closed. Next up on our list of things that I really want to talk about today is that Disney is allowing annual pass holders to cancel their passes in light of the restricted theme park reservation system. So under this new reservation system that we are going to talk about more in depth here in a little bit, you are not able to park hop. If you do have a park hopper ticket, or if you have an annual pass, you will not be able to park hop. Under the new reservation system, you will be required to make a theme park reservation for one park a day. Once you make that reservation, you are restricted to that one park for that day. Now, we are able to assume that once you are inside the park, you are able to leave and return. As long as you have your reservation, they are accounting for your individual body to be in that park at some point during the day. So this is coming straight from the Disney website. We have a couple of FAQs here, some frequently asked questions from annual pass holders regarding their annual passes and possible refunds and cancellations. So if you are an annual pass holder that has paid in full, your options include: you will receive a 1-month extension to your pass unless you choose one of the alternative options below. This additional month will automatically be processed and visible on your My Disney Experience account in October of 2020. Alternatively, in lieu of the 1-month extension, pass holders who have paid in full may choose to cancel their annual pass and receive a partial refund. If you are an annual pass pass holder on the monthly payment plan, your options include: you will receive an additional 1-month extension to your pass unless you choose the alternative options below. This additional month will automatically be processed and visible in your My Disney Experience account in October of 2020. Please note that the monthly payments are scheduled to resume with park opening on July 11th, 2020. Alternatively, in lieu of the additional month extension, pass holders on the monthly payment plan may choose to cancel their annual pass and waive their monthly payments due after August 11th, 2020. Any payments made between July 11th and August 11th will be retroactively refunded for those that select this option, and all future payments will be stopped. And of course, Disney follows up with, we will send more information in early July with details on how to take action with these options. So next up on our list of things that I do want to discuss today is that we did get confirmation that we are going to have annual pass holder previews before the parks reopen on July 11th and July 15th. So let's get started with this, and I am very surprised with what we're about to read. Weekday Select, Theme Park Select, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Platinum Plus, and Premier pass holders will have the opportunity to register for a special preview at Magic Kingdom Park or Disney's Animal Kingdom Park on July 9th or 10th. Email invitations with registration details will be sent out soon. Reservations are required and limited and will be available at a first-come, first-served basis. An eligible activated annual pass is required to register. If a pass holder would like to register a guest to accompany them, that guest must also have a valid Weekday Select, Theme Park Select, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Platinum Plus, or Premier annual pass to be listed on your family and friends list and have opted to share all my plans with you. So what's very surprising here is that I didn't expect literally all pass holders to be eligible for this annual pass holder preview, which is personally great for me because I am broke. I do not make a lot of money at all. So I have a silver annual pass and I make the monthly payment plan. So, I mean, hopefully we're gonna be able to upgrade soon. But anyways, that's besides the point. Typically with annual pass holder events, especially the VI pass holder events that they've had in the past where annual pass holders of a certain tier and up can go into the Magic Kingdom or one of the other parks late after the park closing and experience the park with very minimal crowds. Typically it's always been the gold tier and up that has always been eligible for those events, but with this they are including all the annual pass holders. So if you have any kind of season pass or annual pass holder ticket, you will be eligible to register for an annual pass holder preview date, which is really nice, and I very much so appreciate that. So we may be getting into the parks early on either July 9th or July 10th. Which one should we hit first? Leave down in the comments section below. Should we go to Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom? Either way, we do plan on being there, hopefully if we can get a reservation on the opening day on July 11th and July 15th. So with all this talk about a reservation system, when does the system go live and how can you get a reservation? While we're not going to discuss specifically how to get a reservation because they haven't exactly put out that information yet. They've put out information on what you can expect as far as steps, but we don't exactly know how to get a reservation. Once the reservation system does go live, I will be sure to put out a video of our process so that you guys know exactly what you need to do in order to get a reservation if you do plan on coming sometime after the grand reopening. But anyways, the Disney Parks Pass reservation system will go live at 7 a.m. on June 22nd. Now, there is a bit of a tier list for this for who can exactly get a reservation first. So the first people who will be able to make a reservation under the new system on June 22nd at 7 a.m. will be Disney Resorts and other select hotel guests with valid theme park admission. You guys are going to be able to make a reservation. You get first dibs on June 22nd. Beginning on June 26, 2020, annual pass holders without a resort stay can make their reservations for the reopening on July 11th and July 15th. Beginning on June 28th, existing ticket holders can make a reservation. So basically on June 28th, everyone else, if you're not staying at a hotel, if you're not an annual pass holder, the general public can make their reservation to go to Disney on July 11th and July 15th. And also, we did receive word that this reservation will be in place through September of 2021 at least. So when you guys start making your reservations, you will be able to book out as far as September of 2021. Now, please keep in mind that you will not be able to extend your reservation into October of 2021 because October of 2021 is the official 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom Park and Walt Disney World as a whole. Now, if you guys do have a resort stay planned at Walt Disney World in the near future, we are going to see the discontinuation continuation of complimentary Magic Bands for resort guests. We did receive word from Disney that they are working to update the My Disney Experience app to add a lot more functionality to it. They have already added the function of being able to open your room door via your phone, and it looks like they're going to be encouraging guests to do that. If for whatever reason you do not have a smartphone, they will be issuing you a bit of a key card going back to the Key to the World key card so that you can open your door in the near future. We're not sure yet if they are going to be, if you already have a Magic Band, if they're going to be linking that Magic Band. I'm sure they might, but it just looks like they're looking to reduce as many touch points as possible and not having to have people put up their bands to different objects. As you guys can probably tell by the thumbnail of this video, we also got confirmation that Disney World will not be offering a virtual queue, fast pass, or single rider system for the parks when they reopen. No virtual queues, no fast pass, no single riders. We are being transported back into the day where all this did not exist. So that is very interesting. No virtual queues and no boarding groups equals you have free reign to ride Rise of the Resistance. The only way that I can see this possibly working in Disney's favor is if they drastically reduce the park capacity. Granted, we've seen in the past that with a standby only system and no fast pass, the queues can go pretty quickly. But if the park isn't at a lowered capacity, then it's gonna be hell. It is not going to be fun, and a lot of wait times are going to be going up through the roof. We can already expect wait times to be going up significantly because they're going to be staggering rows, I'm sure, in ride vehicles. One party per row and possibly one party per vehicle depending on what attraction you're on. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be really interesting, and so I'm super excited to get back and possibly get on Rise of the Resistance without needing a boarding group. So that's very interesting. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down in the comment section below. Now, we don't have any confirmation on whether or not Disney is still going to be utilizing the DAS system, the Disability Access Service, where you can go and if you are unable to stand in a queue for whatever reason, you get a return time to go back through the Fast Pass line. We don't have any confirmation on how that is exactly going to work, but as soon as we do find out, I'll be sure to bring you guys another updated video in the very near future. So yeah, we didn't go over exactly every little detail that Disney put out over the last couple days, but these are the most important details that I wanted you guys to hear about and what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything you heard today down in the comment section below. I want to get a discussion going down there, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Has any of this changed your mind as to whether or not you are going to be continuing with your vacation later on for the year 2020? Are you going to be waiting until 2021? Are you going to wait until the reservation system for the parks are gone? Are you guys going to be canceling your annual passes, or are you guys going to continue with your annual passes? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below. Share the video with your friends. It really helps me out. Ring that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video like this in the future. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.